Broadcasting has been part of my life, all of my life. It's all I know.
Once the weight was coming down, my game has just started to transcend for the better.
I gotta give kids hope. That's the reason why I do it.
Jonah's overcome a lot of stuff, and he's seen and witnessed a lot of stuff that kids his age shouldn't have to. He had choices he could have made. He chose to take his aggression and pick the football field.
Huskies driving. End zone touchdown. Welcome to Husky Nation, Jonah Coleman.
I'm from Stockton, California. A lot of gangs. They only really give you two choices out there. It's really the streets or in jail.
It looks okay during the daytime, but once the sun goes down, Stockton can be a horrible place to be at times. Seeing guys make fast money, and you know them from growing up and watching them and doing this, you want to do the same thing. I was accustomed to that at a very young age. I was an athlete here that everybody was like, oh, he's gonna make it out of here. But I was a gang member at nighttime.
My dad's a great dad. Like, besides like what he had going on, like he always made sure that we was good, always made sure that we kept good grades, was good in school and stuff like that. I honestly can't remember how old I was, but I was old enough to remember. It's just a normal day. There was a lot of kids outside that day. It was just like a drive-by. It was just shots and everybody screaming and scrambling. Just hear, oh, your dad got shot. It was just kind of traumatizing. Just don't take my dad away.
He was a part of the generational curse that I had to break within my family. I've been shot several times. Got a lot of bullet holes in me. I still have bullets in me. But when he seen me get shot, mentally it kind of messed me up. That's when I got into the mentality of explaining to him that this is not what I want for him. You got a chance to be great. You got a chance to do something different.
Hollin Pierce. Well, it is a great story. During COVID, my chief of staff tells me as I'm coming down the stairs from practice, there's a guy here who wants to walk on. He's gigantic. And I said, oh, where is he? And he's in the car. And when he got out of the car literally went, you know, it kind of tipped.
The car definitely probably tilted. You know, I was about 390, 400 at the time.
He explained to me that he was a student at Rutgers and he wants to walk onto the football team. And I said, sure. I told him, I said, if you're going to do this, you're going to have to get in shape. You're going to have to lose some weight. At that weight, it'd be very hard for him to effectively play at this level. You just can't change direction fast enough. Conditioning-wise, there was no chance.
I started playing football my junior year of high school. At that time, I was probably about 455, heaviest I've ever been in my life.
I've had contact with some high school coaches that coached against him. The way they described Hollin Pierce to me was he just blocked out the sun. Hollin, when he was young, he loved to eat, and he became a big boy, but too big. And then, when he, transitioned his weight, it's not easy. I'm sure you get tempted, even though the nutritionist staff does a great job in saying stay away from the junk food.
We got lift in 20 minutes, so let's keep it light. So, if you want to go some rice or some chicken or some ground beef with some fruit, don't go too heavy for right now. All right. And then if we want to grab something.
It took about 4 months to lose 65 pounds. Once the weight was coming down each and every single day, I just quickly started to notice just how my agility, my burst, and just bending, leverage, all that was just coming together just from the weight loss itself. My game is just started to transcend for the better. Let's go, let's go! Oh! 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 There you go, there you go! Oh.
I don't recall anybody that was 6'9", 350 pounds that can move around like Hollin Pierce. He lives football. He lives in the weight room. His effort, his dedication to technique is as good as I've been around.
That's what I'm talking about. Make a choice. Now make a choice. Finish! Top! Coach always tells me, look how far you've come. That big dude I seen getting out of the car tilting over until now, look at you.
He worked so hard to put himself into this position. A lot of people help him. There's a lot of people who help him, for sure. But it was his will and his real drive to do it that's made the difference. He's gonna be an NFL football player.
Now you may have to try the Hail Mary down to the goal line. Trips to the near side. Kellogg gets a shotgun snap. Final play of the game.
I just knew at a young age I wanted to be a broadcaster, and I've been very, very fortunate and blessed to have some wonderful opportunities.
Launches the throw down toward the goal line, going up. Ball tipped in the air. Caught! Touchdown! Jordan Westerkamp! Nebraska wins the game on the final play of the contest! Oh, baby!
Oh my goodness! Oh my goodness!
Got my foot in the door in 2004 here, and then getting the full-time gig here in 08.
Grant Hardy makes a catch at the 5 and leaps into the end zone of Nebraska.
People across the state are hearing him. He's part of their memories of Nebraska sports.
Throwing deep out pass. Caught! Touchdown Nebraska! Nebraska takes the lead with 6 seconds left in the game.
For years, we've gone to the games, and that has looked different as the girls have gotten older.
You can catch me most games with an AirPod in my ear. I love listening to my dad.
Dives! He's in! Touchdown Nebraska! And the Huskers have come all the way back, and they have the lead.
Greg is the dad. He's in charge of everything. He oversees everything. He wants to take care of everybody. He doesn't want to be a burden, and he doesn't want to ask for help. Now here's our opportunity to take care of him. What can we do to help you through this because of everything you've done for us?
10 days before Christmas, I came home from a sports island, and I told Amy, I said, wow, my shoulders bother me. I must have slept on it funny the night before, and I put some icy hot on it, and she's like, what are you doing? I'm like, well, it's kind of bothering me.
End of February, he went and had an MRI. They found the tumor.
Tumors don't start in shoulders, they start somewhere else. That led to the full body scan in late March, early April, and then they found various tumors in the pancreas and the liver and the lung. The worst fear was pancreatic because that's the hardest one for doctors to get a handle on. There's only one tumor there, but it's at the worst spot of the pancreas. It's not good. Probably less than 50% of people who have pancreatic cancer don't survive more than 3 months. So I'm on borrowed time.
We've been able to have chemo, and he's had radiation on his arm. It's an effort to extend your life and to give you a better life. That's all you can ask for.
At that point in time, I knew I needed to do whatever the doctors said. And that's when I made the decision I needed to go public. Bottom line is, I have been diagnosed with cancer. Found out, a week or two ago, treatment will be necessary, and so it's going to disrupt my work.
Just the reality of it. You know cancer exists, but to have it, right in front and center with somebody that you talk to every single day was difficult.
We wanted to find any way we could to be able to help him continue on and being a part of the show, and what that looks like now is he's got a setup at his home.
Here we are, our Hump Day edition of Sports Alley on the Huskers Radio Network. Folks, you're halfway to another summertime weekend, which clicking them off the calendar because after this weekend.
What has been really, probably he would say overwhelming, but also just really helpful for him is the way that Husker Nation has responded to the news and wanting to support him.
The outpouring of support, I did not anticipate. That spurred me on, it really has. My wife's been amazing. Without her, I don't know that we'd be talking today. My daughters have been great. Work has been phenomenal. People like Jessica and Ben. I've thanked them, but that's not enough. They deserve more. They deserve more than that. But boy, you're catching me here. Thank you to all those people across the state who have sent letters, and I know the prayers are there. I can feel them. I can't see them, but I can tell they're there. And they're there pulling for me, and that means a lot.
All right, Jonah. You're right, bro.
Let's go. Read it out. Be patient.
If I could describe Jonah Coleman in one word,
We good.
I would say loyal. His loyalty certainly showed when we switched jobs, and he was the first one to come with us.
When Coach Fish and them took the job at Washington, it was kind of mind-blowing because of the success they had had in Arizona.
Coleman bursts through. There he goes. Jonah Coleman. What a talent he is.
Jonah was the first one to hit the transfer portal. Going to Washington.
We ran Powerball so much, like we might be actually open on that.
Well, you know what happened is they dropped so far out there in that cover two.
Coach Grant played a big part in that. That's my guy, and that's family. And I told him, anywhere you go, I'll go. Hey, when you get to that position, try to do baby steps. Cause if you fall and you're not baby stepping, you can get hurt. Good route, Adi. Good route, Adi. Good route, Adi.
All right, Jonah.
He has been an unbelievable player to coach. Other people follow him because of how hard he works.
Heavy steam into the end zone.
Welcome to the Big Ten.
Rogers completes underneath to Coleman. Hurling a would-be tackle. A spectacular move from Jonah Coleman.
When you look at Jonah, he really has become the total package, from somebody that came from a tough upbringing to now somebody that got on the dean's list with a 4.0.
Touchdown Huskies. Jonah Coleman.
He learned gratitude at an early age. He learned appreciation at an early age. And his parents just did a phenomenal job raising him.
I gotta give kids hope. That's the reason why I do it. You know, just give them hope, because I know I didn't really have anyone giving me hope.
I've seen all the stuff that he's been through as a kid and all the stuff he's witnessed outside of football. When he was on that football field or anything pertaining to football, it was like a peace of mind for him, a breath of fresh air. It gives me a breath of fresh air too. You can make it out of here. Jonah's a proven fact that you can make it.
Lots of cards and letters from other people, but these are kind of some of the bigger items that I've received over the last couple of months.
back in April, I get this odd-shaped box into our studio and opened it up, and by gosh, it was a row the boat paddle from PJ Fleck in Minnesota. What a cool gesture from Coach. I've interviewed him a couple of times at Media Day.
I've seen him really light up with this, not attention, but with this just honor of knowing that he was really, truly appreciated. There are a lot of people who not question, but wonder how we just keep going.
It's good for me to wake up in the morning and know that I got to prep, I got to do a chart, I got to do an interview today, whatever it is. It gives me a little bit extra fight. I'm not going to sit around and pout. That's not a great way to end life. I'm going to live it to the fullest each day. I set that goal of being ready for August 31st.
You walk into this stadium on a Saturday, it's a day that feels like no other day. Greg, he just radiates that energy. He knew how much it means to be here on that day doing his job.
All right, we got a game day. Picture time.
Picture time. You're going to look good unless you're in the middle.
He loves his football team. No matter what he's going through, he wants to continue to do what he loves.
The thing about illness is it does two things. Sometimes it puts things in perspective. You know, we're going to play a game, right? It's just a game. It's not life or death. Greg's dealing with life and death.
Well, the long wait from Black Friday is over. Husker football returns here in 2024. Today, Nebraska is set to host the Miners of UTEP. It's Nebraska's first.
At the same time, playing football and playing it the way that you're capable of playing it, it does bring joy to people. And it obviously means something to Greg that he wants to be there.
All right, guys, have a good show down here.
And so if he's going to be there, you know what? I'm damn sure going to be there. And our guys are going to be there. We're going to show up. I want him to be there, but I want him to call a winning game.
What's up, brother? Well, hi.
Fans ready for football here in 2024. Raiola under center from the 5. 2 to the near side. No wide out, split right. Raiola, long count. Gives it off to Dowdell. Right up the middle, touchdown, Nebraska. Great concept. Boy, that parted the Red Sea right there for Dante Dowdell. The Husker offense back out there. Dillon gets a snap, gets hit as he throws down the field looking for Nayor. Makes a catch inside the 15 to the 10 to the 5. Touchdown, Nebraska. Isaiah Nayor outfought the defensive back, made the catch, and he took it in for 6 points. Huskers in control of this one. Hand it off to Gabe right in the middle. Touchdown, Nebraska. 37-7.
Yeah, just down, down, down kick. Stay inside 6.
Nebraska 40, UTEP 7.
He has bled red right along with everyone else in this nation, and will continue to do that until he has called his last call.
It was a goal of mine to make it to today, and then the way the game played out, it was fantastic. But I was able to survive today, and it's been a battle to get here. I'll be honest, I'm kind of proud of myself.
The word of the day is perseverance. That's the word of the day, Fuse. Hold on to that. Here we go, here we go, here we go, here we go. Ah! You see me get out there, Coach Brock.
He's got it again. Shows you why. Manungo. Touchdown, Rutgers.
Kyle in high school when he was recruiting, and there's always somebody better than him. I can imagine that, you know, that puts a chip in your shoulders.
The chip on my shoulder just comes from always being overlooked in my career, I believe. Always having to prove myself. A role that I've grown to love. And that's what I kind of carry out with me now every week.
Manungo, this is an NFL caliber player.
He's a violent runner. He's going to make contact first, and if you're going to tackle him, you better bring it, because you know it's going to hurt.
Patiently violent. He's really, really patient until he sees his opening, and then he's violent. I mean, he attacks that daylight, and it's when he runs into somebody, he attacks them.
I know that the man who hesitates has lost, and I refuse to be the one who hesitates. I refuse to be the one that loses. I don't care how tough you are, nobody likes to get hit in the face and run over multiple times a game and play after play after play for 4 quarters. Like, games are long, and to do that every play is it's not fun if you're on the other side of it.
Gives it to Monogally. Burst through the hole. Touchdown Rutgers.
If I can say that I'm peaceful with the performances that I put out for this season and the work that I put into it, knowing that I didn't leave any stone left unturned over, so if I can say that at the end of the season, I'll know that I reached what I wanted to reach.
Friday night should be a great environment. The place will be packed. A blackout. All that is nice and it's exciting, but if you don't play well, what a downer. We got to go play well. We got to go find a way to win against a very, very good Washington football team.
Raucous crowd on hand, getting into it. They are loud in this night affair of blackout. Absolutely setting the scene for what you hope is a terrific evening. Inside handoff, Monogally explodes to the 5 and all the way down to the 2. Monogally the call, up the middle, wins the battle as he just pushes into the end zone for a Rutgers touchdown. Rutgers trying to add to their 7-3 lead. Takes the snap, looking left, lofting it left. Ian Strong pulls it down to the Rutgers touchdown. Wow.
Rutgers running the football 4.7 yards a carry. The Huskies are actually running it much better, 8 yards per carry, but just have not finished off drives. Jonah Coleman angles to the left and he breaks into the secondary. An electric run by Jonah Coleman. Jonah Coleman said this week he likes to play on the road, and he's playing like it tonight. 11 carries for $115. It's so rare to be so good on the ground and be behind by 11 points. Caught Denzel Boston, makes a man miss, and gets into the secondary. The 30, the left sideline, 20, he's going in! That is exactly the way you wanted to see this Husky team respond.
Big play, finally. Delayed handoff and Brown, first down and more. Off tackle, up Rich and tackle, 20, 15, 10, 5, Arias Padres! Touchdown, Rutgers!
Dogs down 21-10, but an opportunity to make it a one-possession game right here. Rogers, shoulder fake, lobs to the end zone. Denzel Boston. Rutgers 21, Washington 18, and the Dogs have some life with 2 timeouts remaining. 61 yards away from the end zone. Dogs have it, left hash mark at their own 39. Back to pass, looks, throws a slant pattern, caught by Giles Jackson. 11 seconds left, they gotta get into field goal range.
You need another maybe 9 yards.
A short gain of 3 on the play, 3 seconds left.
This is to tie the game officially for 56 left hash.